Joseph Bartlett of Icey married Mary Herbert Bayliss, who was from Cerney Wick, as shown on her confirmation certificate, dated 19th of July 1855. The Christian name Herbert, which is in 3 generations of the Bartletts, originates from Mary's father, John Herbert, who married Mary's mother a few years after Mary was born. She was given the name Mary Herbert Bayliss at birth to acknowledge the father, as was often done in those days. Their wedding was in South Cerney Church on the 5th of February 1863. Their wedding certificate shows that Joseph and his father were both labourers. They had 4 children, all born in Cerney Wick, and this is the house they lived in, as it was then, and it's still there today. Joseph's cousin Thomas lived next door, and the path to Cerney Wick Church is opposite their house. Joseph and Mary's first child was Esther, who was born in 1864 and never married. In 1901 she was 37 and living with her parents at Latton Cross. Alice was born on the 6th of December 1866 and married Charles John Blanchard in 1900 at Kingston, Surrey. Charles was born in 1864 in Edinburgh. Charles' grandson Bruce has exchanged a lot of family history information with us. Alice died in 1930 in Kingston. Louisa was born in 1870 and was a housemaid domestic for a vicar in Washfield, Devon in 1901. Louisa was well regarded and well looked after whilst she was in service, and was sent to Switzerland to learn continental cooking, hence the backdrop in this picture. Louisa is on the right of this picture, taken at her niece's wedding. Joseph Herbert Bartlett was born in 1874 in Cerney Wick. He married Louisa Mary Cleal of Weymouth on the 28th of September 1901 in Latton. His sister Louisa was a witness. Joseph's interest included the church. He used to ring the church bells at Latton, as did his son Bert, and home brewing. Bert once said he was sometimes kept home from school to keep an eye on the copper while the beer was brewing. Joseph and Louisa lived at Latton, where he was an agricultural labourer. They also lived at Windrush, and in later life at South Cerney, where he was verger at South Cerney Church. Joseph was turned out of his home by his son Maurice, and he died on the 17th of February 1955, aged 81. His death certificate shows he was a retired jobbing gardener. Cerney Wick Lock looked like this in 1904, when the canals were in regular use. Exactly 100 years later, the lock still has water in the main section, seen here, but beyond in both directions is dry.